Okay, I'm going to be addressing all this stuff online because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not, but with a testimony without a test of faith. So I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online. But I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months, and people said, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend, and her name was in his bio, so I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message, and he sat there until he was single. I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated looked the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who's a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically. I don't care about what people look like or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all the above. So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me, and he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't. So no, he wasn't my type at first off of those two things, but that didn't discredit the fact that I was attracted to him. That's obviously why I gave him a chance. And then I learned he truly is a phenomenal and wonderful human being, and that's why we're together, and that's why we're still together to this day. So that's that. Okay, the next clip was at the game after they just won like their last game. People thought I was upset with him celebrating with cheerleaders. I don't know where that came from because he never celebrated with cheerleaders. So that I don't know where that started, but that's not what I said. But what y'all didn't see before the clip, me and him were talking. We had already interacted. I had already said congratulations. I had already kissed him over the fence that we couldn't get through. So the real reason why I was mad is because the security, and you can ask any of the family members who was actually there, they didn't want no one to storm the field. So they had thousands of security people holding everyone back. But the people in the field were like, let the family down. Like, the family can come down. So everyone was going back and forth. I was arguing with the security guard because he wouldn't let no family through. But they let the cheerleaders on the opposing team get through the fences. So I was like, so when I finally got down to the field, that's why I told Travis, like, he had already seen it. I had already congratulated him. We had already spoke, got on the field. And then I was upset because I had just finished arguing with somebody. And then what y'all don't see after 5-second clip is right after that, I let it go. I was like, like, celebrate. We took pictures. We were with our families. And then we went to his meet and greet, had another wonderful event there. That's all that happened in that. That was literally that. Nothing. It was not deeper than anyone made it out to be. And yeah. Next clip, the Adidas pop-up shop this past weekend. People are saying that I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? That's not what I said. First of all, I said, baby, do you want me to sit here, or do you want me to go with the family, or do you want me to come with you? Because what y'all don't know, again, off of a 7-second clip, is those weren't fans, by the way. He had already finished that part. He had finished meeting with the fans. I was there the entire time, taking pictures, talking to them, everything. The girls that were there, they were the Adidas, they worked for Adidas. So we were taking pictures for social posts. That's who those people were. I wasn't annoyed with no fans at all. I'm never annoyed with fans. So that's what that was. And then Travis was getting ready to leave. He had to be at a rehearsal for the Heisman ceremony. They had to do walkthroughs and stuff like that. So I was asking him, I was like, do you want me just to sit here? Do you want me to go back to the hotel? Like, do you want me to wait for our family? Because his family was in there shopping. because Adidas let them go pick out stuff in the store. It's like a 4-story Adidas. So they're all doing that. I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, do I stay here? Do I come with you? Like, what? And he was like, you could do what you want. Like, you could sit there. You can go shop. You can come to the hotel. You can walk around. That's what he was saying to me. I don't know. Like I said, the things that I see people make up is truly crazy because it's not what happened. And I just think people are just finding every single little thing and try to make it something it's not. And then bird brain individuals are just accepting what they see online. Okay, now the last thing, this actual Heisman ceremony. This is making me so mad because anyone who knows me knows I support Travis in every win, everything he does, because I truly, truly love that man. He is perfect in my eyes. So, when his name was called, I instantly was gonna, if you watch the video, you can see me like, but his mom didn't get up. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't get up. Maybe I just sit here with her. So I sat there and then y'all said Coach Prime had to tell me to get up. No, he didn't. He said, go get him. Go get your man. Like, and once Travis stood up, but he didn't have to do that because I was going to do that anyways. As soon as I seen Travis get up, then I thought it was appropriate to stand up, greet him, congratulate him. But then there was a camera right in front of Coach Prime, and I knew they were going to film that moment. And because of how people are online, I was like, I don't want to be in that shot, so I'm going to sit down. So I try to sit down so I'm not in the camera while I'm crying. People are going to be like, oh, why is she crying? Like, you know, stuff like that. And so I got out of the camera purposefully so they can have their moment. That's all it was. No one told me to stand up. No one had to tell me to celebrate with him. I was just sitting there crying. I wanted to take it in myself too. I was super excited for him. But I wanted the moment to be about him and his family. And that's another thing. People are like, why did he sit next to her? Why was his mom? We had assigned seats. I didn't have a choice where I sat. They are obviously going to put someone and their partner together. So I had the seat right next to him because that was my assigned seat. I didn't have a choice. And then the hugging thing. Travis came and hugged me because he just went down the line. I was first in line, then his mom, then Coach Prime. He came straight to me first. I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't have to tell him to do anything. He's a grown man. He can do what he wants. But yeah, everyone is making this crazy narratives in their head. So I just wanted to clear it up. And that is the truth. That's what happens in all those videos. And I will not be addressing this again. I didn't want to address it, but here we are.
Oh, Lord. Man. I have to do the video all over again because I didn't do the entire video. And let me say this. The first part of the video that she was referring to about Travis and the DM part doesn't make sense. Let me start off with that. When she told us that, you know, two things is mainly the reason why he's not my type, because he's younger than me, and because, you know, he was with his girlfriend, he was cheating on me, and I had to wait until he was single to talk to him. First of all, and I agree, and Reva TV, and shouts out to her because I heard her YouTube as well. How do you know he was single? How do you know that this man was single before you even talked to him? And so that's number one. Number two, that he was younger than you. He was younger than you. What are you trying to say? That was he in high school when you first checked him out? When he was a high school prospect, you know, a college prospect, going to, you know, other colleges before Jackson State, and then all of a sudden when Dion went to University of Colorado, you thought that's when, you know, Travis Hunter went to Colorado, and that's how you know? I mean, make it make sense. The second thing in this video, when she's saying about the incident at the football game, which everybody saw. And she claimed she was upset because they let another cheerleader on the field and not allow Travis, her, and his family on the field. Wait a minute. So you're basically claiming you're mad at something else, but we all see what's really went down. And you saying that before the clip, you did kiss them, you did hug them. The thing of it is that we saw what we saw. How Travis tried to kiss you, and then you didn't want to kiss him, and then all of a sudden you want to start an argument with him on live television. And then you said, no, I was mad about something else. But I was calmed down and stuff like that because the opposing cheerleaders come on the field, and we didn't have to come on the field. Basically, you could have said, listen, I upset, my feelings was hurt, I'm held accountable for it. My bad, I apologize. But she didn't do that in that situation, right? Then she brought up the Adidas situation. Okay, and again, we didn't even, well, myself and some of us didn't even know about the incident in Adidas, you know. And then she was like, well, I didn't, well, the thing of it is, I asked Travis, should I stand up or should I sit down? The reality is that you messing up Travis's moment. This was his moment. He basically won his senior game. You got an attitude with that. And then then before all this happened, you said he was not his type because that he's younger, that he was, younger than you. You normally don't date people that's younger than you. Then he said basically that he had a girlfriend, that in other words, he cheated on you. I mean, what do you mean cheated? First of all, what do you mean by that? How do you know he was cheating on his girlfriend? You don't know what really happened behind the scenes. How do you know that part? Okay. And then the last part was talking about the Heisman. And Dion did tap you on the shoulder to tell you to get up. And then I had to hug. I did hug him in the first, blah, blah, blah. See, she's the problem. And you planning on ruining his career by your antics instead of be held accountable. And I agree with Reva with this. Where are her PR team? It seems to me she said it in her own mouth on her TikTok account. Because nobody even, if you really want to explain to everybody what happened, someone would have coached you, or someone would have tell you, look, say this, say that, and not say this, not say that. And then on top of that, you calling the fans names. So Travis Hunter fans and people that love and support him don't have any right to say anything. You're just going to allow all of this to happen? No. Mm-mm. And then with the Heisman's even really ridiculous because you saying that Deion Sanders, the mother didn't stand up, so I didn't stand up. Deion Sanders did tap you on your shoulder, said stand up. It's all in the video. The truth I see about the entire situation is that I'm concerned of Travis Hunter and his future, basically. I'm just an outside looking in. And in the NFL, this is another thing. He won the Heisman Trophy. But then the NFL scouts, he will be the top 10 NFL prospects, right? And the NFL scouts is going to look at this situation and say, should I pay a guy that's going to do well on the field, or should I pay a guy that's going to do crazy off the field? And NFL owners is watching that. This is not just, oh, well, I can't do this. This is a business at the end of the day. This is Travis Hunter's day, not your day. And you try to play like you're the victim, you're crying all of a sudden, or playing crying. And again, Dad, that's why I had to redo this video on her TikTok instead of the Shade Room's version, because what the Shade Room's trying to do is to make her as a victim, not what's really happening. So when I did the first video of the situation, it came from someone else's TikTok and it came from the Shade Room. And that's one thing I did not want it to be. So when I looked at, Reva TV, shouts out to her. She used her own TikTok to tell her story or to tell what happened. And like Reva TV, I'm disappointed as well. She could have handled it a different way. Unfortunately, or she could have hired PR, or even Travis's agent, or someone could have hired his fiancé a PR to tell her that you need to say this. You need to be held accountable. Don't say that. No, she said it out of her own TikTok account. And that's mainly the reason why I have to redo this video, because parts of the video that I found on TikTok is not even on Liana's, TikTok. It's on someone else's, but they use the Shade Room's version of it, and that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't realize it was the Shade Room's version until I saw it later on. That's why I had to delete it and redo this video again. But it shows you that this woman is trying to destroy Travis's career. Travis need to think differently about her. For real. Everybody, old school men, is warning, even celebrities, everybody's warning Travis about this woman. But he's not listening. He's not listening. You're planning to marry a woman that her energy is toxic. Everybody see that she has a toxic energy, but Travis. And Travis is a grown man. He can decide who we want to date, whatever. But the way she comes out toxic is not a good image for him at all. And the NFL scouts will see it. Even the owners will see it. I see the Raiders owners is going to see this and say, why should I draft a Travis Hunter? I mean, he has off the field issues, and not because he got in trouble with the law or anything like that. I'm saying that his girlfriend is making him miserable. So it's crazy. And last but not least with this video, and I'm over this as well, is that the way she treated Travis Hunter on camera. And instead of be held accountable for her actions, she putting Travis under the bus. Like, oh, well, I supported women. I'm not a cheater. I don't date cheaters. How do you know that he cheated? How do you know, and how do you even know that he was single before you even talked to him? And you said that you don't date people that's younger than you. What? You're in college and he were in high school? And the reason why you're interested is because he's a high school or college prospect that any other college wanted him? I think he was going to go to the University of Florida, but because of Deion Sanders, he decided to go to Jackson State instead. And because Travis Hunter is like Deion Sanders in a way. When he was started, play football. He was a wide receiver and a defensive back. Travis Hunter is doing the same thing. And now this is his moment, and all of a sudden you try to make it like it's you, not him. And it's not fair to Travis Hunter or his family. I'm surprised that Travis's mama didn't say anything. Well, realistically, I don't think she can, because I think she respects Travis that much and saying, "Listen, if this is who you want to be with, I can't say anything. I can't stop you from saying anything." But I'm just surprised that Travis' mother didn't say if this woman is right for her son or not. But I digress. But this is just disappointing that she could have handled it in a different way. Travis Hunter's agent should have hired her a PR so they can clean up, or they can tell her to say this, and this, or this is just messy to me. Let me know what you think about it in the comments.